Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. Today I have a pretty large book haul. Now, a lot of these books I have been collecting since the middle of May, like when I did my last book haul, till now. Some of these are from a book swap, some of them from Goodwill, the used bookstore, online, that kind of stuff. As you know, I generally do just bargain shopping. I don't spend a lot of money on books. So that way I can just keep buying books. Anyway, we'll start with the book haul. The book haul I did with Indiana Gal 77. Her name is Andrea. She's a sweetheart. And she had mentioned to me about doing a book haul or a book swap. And I was all for that because I just recently did a book swap with Liz from Liz's Book Buffet. Book swaps are really a lot of fun. So I ended up sending her 3 Bentley Little books. She showed some interest in YA horror, but I don't have any YA horror. So I sent her these Bentley Little books. I hope she enjoys them. She sent to me 6 books. 6. I was astounded. I was like, whoa. So let's get to those first. These first 3 here, Heather Graham. These 3 are from their own series, which I don't have, and I've been collecting her books. So I was glad I didn't have them. The first one here is Ghost Shadow. And then we have Ghost Moon. And then we also have Ghost Night. I don't know a whole lot about the series of these books, but I will check into them a little bit more. But I will get there. So there's those 3. Then these next 2 she sent me, Graham Masterton. So I've got Manitou Blood and Death Dream. Now this is an older published book, if you can see this cover. It's pretty awesome. This book was published in 1988, and I have not read this. So I'm really looking forward to this one. You all should know by now that I love Graham Masterton, and I really have a hard time getting his books over here because he's from the UK. And it always helps when I have people sending me Graham Masterton if they have them. So he's got quite a few books that I still need to get. But these 2 I look forward to. This one, actually, Manitou Blood, is actually book number 4 in the series. So I'll have to work on getting the first 3. And then the best of all these books is this one, The Stand by Stephen King. This is a first edition, uncut, and illustrated The Stand by Stephen King. This book is beautiful. I have not ever seen this cover. It's just gorgeous. It's got that really heavy but thin paper, kind of like a triple layer, like Bible paper, I'm going to say. And this is going to look so great on my bookshelves. I'll probably just have it standing up in front. And I was just amazed at seeing this book. So Andrea, thank you for doing this book swap with me. Thank you for these gorgeous books. I appreciate it so much. So yeah, that is my book swap books from Andrea. So let's just get these out of the way. These next few books is a series that I actually ordered. This is the Hush Hush series. This is by Becca Fitzpatrick. I've been looking at these books at our used bookstore. They're in hardcover, and I'd really prefer the paperback. But what they did when they sent me these came from the UK. They sent me the boxed set and then the single book. The single one is Finale, which is the last one. And I haven't opened this yet, but I'm going to open it now because I really want to see these covers because I know UK has some pretty awesome covers on their books. Wow, if I can get them out of the box. There we go. So here's, oh, that's not the first one. Let's get to the first one. So here's Hush Hush. As you can see, it is in color. The one over here, at least the hardbacks, I know, are like a gray, and there's like little splotches of red on it. So there's the first one, Hush Hush. And the second one, Crescendo. This one looks a little closer to what we have. And then the third book here is Silence. Gorgeous covers. And then the last one, like I already showed you, is Finale. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this series. My niece told me this is really a good series, so I'm really looking forward to reading it. All right, next, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do these Goodwill books that I just had purchased last week. So let's get started on those. The first one I got here is Don't Look Behind You by Lois Duncan. This is the author of I Know What You Did Last Summer. And something I really liked about this is right here. I think that was really cool on both pages. I got Change of Heart by Jodi Picoult. The next one I got is Hopeless Romantic by, I'm going to say Hammett Evans. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I've heard so much about this one, The Reader. This is by Bernard Schlink. And I will be watching the movie once I read this. And I wasn't even aware that it had a movie. The next one I found is Frances Hardinge's Fly by Night. It's a middle grade book. But I loved this cover. It's amazing. And let's just check the inside cover. And look at this on the front. It's so pretty. Which is actually this little print that's on the back right here. All these books sounded really good, so I got them. The next one I got is Carnival of Lost Souls, which this right here is really bugging me. It's on the inside flap of this library binding. This is actually from our public library in Denton. Okay, and this one is by Laura Quimby, and it is a handcuffed kid novel. I believe this was the first one, if I remember correctly, looking it up, so that'll be good. This is another middle grade book. I'm looking forward to reading that one. I couldn't believe I found this one, A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. I haven't read The Kite Runner yet, but I need to get it read. I was planning on reading it like the beginning of the year, and I just never got to it. So now I found this one. I've heard so much about this book. It's a little beat up, but like the back cover's a little bent up, but it's not too bad for $2. And then I found Sun and Moon, Ice and Snow by Jessica Day George, which this one sounded really, really good. It kind of sounded like a retelling of some kind. Look at this cover. This cover is amazing. And the next one I got is a Robert Luparillo book, who is a Christian fiction writer, Watcher in the Woods. This is actually book number 2, so I was kind of sad about that. It's House of Dark Shadows is the first book, but this one is amazing too. And this is just a hardback, and it doesn't have the dust jacket. It's just printed around the book, and I really love that when you find books like that. The next one I found was Immortal by Gillian Shields. Gillian or Gillian? I'm never sure about how you pronounce that name. Look at these covers. They're just gorgeous. I love this silvery. Anyway, it looks amazing. And then my daughter actually found this one called The Hollow by Jessica Verde. Another one with a beautiful cover. All these books were $2, and look at the shape they're in. Awesome. I'll let you all know when I actually read all these books. These are all, that's the Goodwill haul. So let's just get these out of the way, so I can get to the next set of books. I need to really get these put back, or put on the shelves. Okay, then the last big set of books comes from our used bookstore and online, another one online. So this one we got for my husband, Inferno by Dan Brown. He loves the series, so yeah, we picked that one up for him. All right, so here we go. This is from our bookstore. I'm going to start with this one. I got this with my grandson in mind. This is the Swiss Family Robinson. It was $2. It's got this library binding on it. I can remember reading this when we were kids. So I decided to get it for him. It's got illustrations inside. But I figured that would be something that we could read together. There's another illustration. Full color illustrations even. So yeah, we got that one for $2. Next one we got here is The Graveyard Book, which we got last time, but my husband was reading it and I forgot to grab it for the book haul. The Graveyard Book is by Neil Gaiman, and my husband really liked it, so I'm pretty sure I will like it too. We got another Karin Slaughter book, A Fate Cold Fear. It was on the sales rack for $1, and I'm really liking Karin Slaughter's writing a lot, because, as you know, I'm reading Cop Town right now, and then I've been reading the Will Trent series, so, yeah. Got another Prey book by John Sandford, Multiple Prey. I'm trying to collect all these before I start reading them, but I really want to get into the series. The next one's here. If you remember a book haul I had maybe a month or so back, White is for Magic. Well, I got 2 of the other ones. This one is Red is for Remembrance. And then we got Silver is for, it's worn off. Secrets. Silver is for Secrets. You can see the cover right here is worn right here. And I just need one more, and it's Blue is for Nightmares. So when I get that one, I'll have all the books to the series. Alright, the next one I got here for a really great price, which I loved finding, is Marley and Me. This is by John Grogan. This has got like the material book binding here. And this is a true story. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Marley and Me. But this was $2 for this book, and it is brand new. Brand new. So I picked up the book. The next one I found, which I was floored by, and I picked it up, is Stephen King's Nightmare and Dreamscapes in the hardback for $2. $2 for this. And it is brand new. Brand new. There is not a thing wrong with this. It's a great collection of stories, short stories. I had to have this copy for $2. I couldn't pass that up at all. Had to get it. And then I picked up this, The Curse of Madam C, a Far Side collection, and it's just like a graphic novel kind of thing. But I was really kind of disappointed because only the first like 20-some pages was the actual novel. And then the rest of them are just these cartoons, just like single cartoons. So I was kind of disappointed about that, but it was $1. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I figured it would be something that I could just read through just for fun. So I read the first part of it, which was the actual graphic novel, and then the rest of it are just little comics. And then we got this Betty Crocker cookbook. This is Heart Health Edition. And it was $2 for this cookbook. So we picked it up because we like cookbooks. And this one is on heart health, so we figured why not. So we got that one. And then I picked up another one for my brother-in-law, Jay. He does not have this cookbook. Look at this cookbook. This is gorgeous. And this was also $2. And it's got a bunch of recipes, but it's also got little stories behind the recipes and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then the next visit to the bookstore, this was a separate visit. Let me grab these books. Oh. Alright, so we've got Copycat by Erica Spindler. And I believe this is the first one in a series. So it sounded really good, and I really want to get into this one. And then I found another John Sandford book, but it's not one of the Prey books. This one is Dark of the Moon. I really liked the cover on this. And then our author on the back. So it's mystery. I have to pick up mystery books, especially when they're $1. And another one I got for $1 by Sandra Brown. My sister and I have been collecting these. She's been collecting them for me there in Indiana. This one's called Smokescreen. A lot of her books are just standalone books, so that's good. So we got that one. And then I got these 3 of the Fallen novels. They had the fourth one, but it was hardback, so I wanted them all in softback. So we got Fallen, we've got Torment, and we've got Passion. These are all by Lauren Kate. I finally picked those 3 up. And then the last 3, this first one, though, I had to order online, but it's all a trilogy. This is the Door Within trilogy by Wayne Thomas Batson. And I'm thinking this is middle grade. But these books are so cool. There's the inside cover. And then the font inside is the cover of the book. So this one's blue font. This is the one I had to order. And the other 2 I got for $2 each at the bookstore. The Rise of the Wormlord. And then The Final Storm. Which I love this one. These covers are gorgeous. And the backs. And they're going to look great on the bookshelf. So, yeah, that's a trilogy. And I'm going to try and get to this one as soon as I can. And that's my book haul. It was a pretty large book haul. But we got it done. I can put them on my shelves. If you've read any of these books that I have shown you here, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know what you think of any particular book, or if you'd like to read any of the books, or if you'd be interested in a book swap, or any of that stuff. Just comment to me below. Thanks, guys, for staying tuned, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.